Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Pro Charts episode. This one about commodities. My name is Lawton Ho here with Verified Investing, and I hope you're all doing well. Before I get any further, please comment, like, and subscribe to this Verified Investing YouTube channel. It does a couple things. One, it helps support us directly so we can continue to create high quality free content for all of you online. Secondly, it lets the algorithms know that you want to see more content just like this. And thirdly, or finally, I guess, it helps us know what you guys like or don't like or would prefer. But in this case, we're going to be covering commodities. And I can start off by talking about gold and talk about why I am bullish on gold. Now, gold was and is continuing to play in and around this downsloping parallel channel, breaking up and retracing perfectly. This looks like it potentially could go higher. I really do like this here on gold. Additional reason I do like gold is we're starting to put in some potential inverse head and shoulder patterns here, right? Depending on how you were to draw this, right? It's not the best one, but we're trying to test these kind of inverse head and shoulders, kind of bullish patterns. And on this one, so you'd look for something like this, shoulder, head, shoulder, right? And for me, that measured move would be a move up. See here. Measured move up around 9% to around $4,500 per ounce on gold. Now, gold has been extremely beaten up from its all-time highs here in January, falling about 28%, guys. We're trading above 5,500, so we're over 15 or around $1,500 down from that region. So definitely favoring a potential bounce here on gold if we can get a break up above this trend line and stay above this downsloping parallel channel. I think that, on parallel channels, we know where to enter. You're entering on either the break or the retrace, and it looks like it's retracing now. So this is clearly a level that I would consider entering along on gold. Additionally, there's going to be key level support on gold here from the lows of the end of October of last year, around 3,885. That is, a key level of support that should provide a bounce on gold. Now, it doesn't have to bounce, but it likely favors one to the upside. And similar move here on silver. On silver, my support level, and look how it barely kissed it, $54.50 per ounce. That's kind of my level there on silver for a potential bounce. Same type of pattern here as we have this down sloping parallel channel, right? And a breakup and then a retrace slash it's coming back down. If this were to come back down, I'd be a buyer around $54.50 or below. Or in a full retrace to this trend line, you might be looking sub 54. But anywhere around there, I definitely anticipate a bounce. But the great thing about silver that has a pattern that gold doesn't quite have the same exact pattern is a much more pretty, I guess, inverse head and shoulders pattern favoring a move higher. So you have something like left shoulder, head, right shoulder, looking for that move up. And let me go ahead and find that measured move for you. So this would be a move up around 12%. All right, would be about 12% to the upside on silver, just to around $66, which is easily obtainable should we break up and out of this inverse head and shoulders pattern on silver. Now watch the right shoulder. Hasn't completely formed yet, and again, it gets negated if it goes below the head on an inverse head and shoulders, but so far, this pattern is technically still valid. Next one is USO. So this is oil, and oil absolutely dumping today. For me, I believe that USO could actually be headed lower before it goes higher, right? And let me tell you why. So first of all, looking at USO, we've had a great move up here. We've had a, let's go ahead and do this calculation from its recent lows here in July to the highs, had about a 38% move higher. So a pullback is certainly warranted. Additionally, you're crushing all these previous levels of support. If you can get below these key levels around here, just around this 118, 119 level, I think that it favors a lower move here, oil closer to 108 to 105, right? Anywhere around here. I definitely expect a bounce ahead of that key key $100 level, but it remains to be seen if we'll get an eventual move up there, or if we just sit here and continue to get ready for a bounce to the upside, right? So we'll have to see what this ends up doing on USO. So next one I'm going to talk about is natural gas. Natural gas was trading in a beautiful kind of ascending triangle slash wedge pattern, right? We had a beautiful kind of trend line break to the downside, and you can see how powerful these trend lines are. When they finally broke, boom, absolutely got crushed there on natural gas. Finding kind of a base around here, we expected a bunch of support around this $2.70 region, $2.60. You can see previous consolidation around there, consolidation here as well. The key level now, though, should we head lower here on this chart for me, would be at the $2.50 region. Definitely would be a level that I'm considering for a potential bounce should natural gas continue lower here. You also have a gap fill all the way down here around to $2.30, but I'd certainly expect a bounce ahead of that. Couple more charts to cover. Palladium broke down from a beautiful head and shoulders pattern, right? Beautiful shoulder pattern, but actually looks like it's actually giving mixed signals. Right? A couple mixed signals here. For one, on one hand, you're saying, hey, this definitely looks like it could bounce. There's a beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern beginning to attempt to break, right? Where Palladium tried to break out of it, similar to the ones on gold and silver. Yes. So something like this, right? However, one thing to be wary of, you're also creating a beautiful upsloping trend line on the bottom side, kind of pinching, creating almost a perfect wedge here. So this is something I would personally be wary of. Should Palladium break to the downside, I'm looking for support around 1085. But we'll have to see if this breaks up or it ultimately breaks down. If it goes up, then maybe $1,400. All this previous consolidation should provide some levels of resistance. And then finally, platinum. Now, platinum is almost trading in a kind of bear flag here, a little different from the other charts. Not quite that inverse head and shoulders pattern. And you can see really nice kind of sideways to upwards consolidation after a down move. That's a clear bear flag for me. So for me, I believe that this favors a move lower here on platinum here. So we'll ultimately have to see again what ends up happening. But should this break, first level of key support would be down here around this region, around this $1,500 region. Should we get a move down here, I definitely do anticipate some level of support there. And if it continues to fall, then you're looking closer to these high pivots around $1,440. All right. With that being said, that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Lawton Ho with Verified Investing, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.